first half, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, could be Wayne!
I think I got my swagger back. Oh!
I love it, baby!
Them orange britches. Something about them orange britches.
Tennessee wins! By Tennessee, Jawan Jennings. Jennings makes the catch.
Ball hit high in the air into right field. Going back is Sayre. And Tennessee can say hello, win column. A grand slam in the bottom of the ninth. You can't draw it up any better.
We just won a basketball game, and we're very happy right now. It's McGrath for the win.
He got it.
If you don't like college football and you watch this one, I'm not sure what your problem is.
Reddit did to do, and welcome into more important issues. It is Sunday, September 7th. Vols are 2-0. That's all we wanted. Beyond that, can't ask for much more. It was a wet tired. I'm tired, Landon. That's we got to really remember now that we're getting older. September is gonna be a little bit more challenging in terms of the all day just festivities, the walking to Neyland. Like we gotta start prepping for these things. My feet hurt.
I came home yesterday and crashed.
Whereas past years, man, it's like, oh, I'll stay up and watch this Pac-12 after dark, rip in peace. I'll watch this game, no problem.
I can't believe we used to go out after games. Like that just seems insane.
Yeah, I think the moment I knew it's never going to happen was Alabama in 22. Like it's never going to happen again. When we got to the car, we had a great time hanging out at the car for close to an hour after, and just said, "All right, I'm ready to go." I think we went 8, which is great. That's fine. That's different.
Yeah,
but then just I think I was Forrest Gump. I think I'm going to go home now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like we were thinking about maybe going somewhere to eat, and then it gets to the point where you're just like, Taco Bell doesn't sound that bad. Like,
sure. Yeah, I think we had McDonald's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because it was on the way home. that's the
exactly. Yeah. If it wasn't on the way home, we were going home and
sure
trying to find something. Yeah.
It was a great day, but yeah, we're getting older and gonna really have to start prepping for these things.
Mm-hmm. So it wasn't as bad. Like the rain wasn't as bad as I thought it was.
We obviously had that steady stuff for probably 2 hours.
Yeah.
But then it never really came down super hard, which was nice.
Mm-hmm. And
then shout out to Tennessee fans. I looked at you guys. I was like, hey, at least the stadium, like we're gonna have a room we can, we can man spread a little bit out in Neyland this week. And no, man, that place, it didn't get full. There were some empty seats, but a way better crowd than I thought would have showed up after the way that morning went with the weather.
Yeah, there was no texting your friends and be like, hey, we got plenty of room over here.
Mm-hmm.
So there was none of that, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, I say unfortunately just because, again, it was ETSU. And no knock. Listen, I felt like Mama Kelsey this week, Landon. I had, half Tennessee, half ETSU in terms of my, I don't want to see – it's one of those games. It's like I just hope both teams have fun.
Yeah.
That kind of situation. Love the Bucs. Glad they lost, but love the Bucs. Because, like Mama Kelsey was definitely cheering for Jason in his last Super Bowl. That was kind of the feeling. Like I was definitely rooting for the Vols, but there's love both ways.
Yeah, but then does it help? I'm thinking of Mama Kelsey to know like how much your son made in that game, like how much money he made. Does that help it a little bit?
Oh,
just like
sure.
with ETSU, like
for
that,
sure,
like $500,000 or $550,000.
I think it should have been more.
Yeah.
But
you could be like Kansas State and pay Army like $1.5 million and lose.
Right.
So
No, absolutely, it helps. I'm happy for ETSU. You need these games. It's the nature of the beast. You need them, and they got paid. They got out of there. Will Healy apparently wasn't very happy how events transpired, but whatever. What are you gonna do? I didn't see all that, but people were talking.
Oh, really? Apparently, like I think Tennessee offered ETSU to like call it, or cut it
Run
short,
the clock.
Yeah, of some sort. And he's just like, no.
Okay. So
I respect that.
Right, but
I didn't know
apparently
he
there
was
was
upset about
some.
something.
Apparently there were. I don't want to say. I thought they said he just maybe it was a different coach than Will Healy. Maybe it was someone else, but just blew past Heupel.
Oh, okay.
Just just a drive by on the handshake. I don't know if anybody saw that. I just saw it. I didn't see it live. I saw talks about it on. I think Reddit was where I saw it.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't see that.
Okay. I looked at it and listen, Tennessee never really obviously they had their foot on the gas, but it wasn't pressed down all the way. I mean, very few deep shots. I think they averaged 8.8 yards per pass. Like it wasn't we're just going to open up everything on you and let you have it, cuz those wide receivers could have just ran past the defensive backs all day. And yeah, not everyone would have been complete, but 1 out of 3 you would have hit on a deep ball. And
yeah. Well, Tennessee probably could have ran the ball every single play, and again, kind of like just won the football game.
Right, and I mean they ran it a very healthy amount. I think 11 different guys ran the football. In fact,
yeah,
something like that. But Joey Aguilar and a lot of the starters on offense didn't play in the second half at all, and they never fully took their foot off the gas, but they also never had it pressed down to begin with.
Yeah, and also you do those games to get people reps. Like that's why they have the 4 game limit, and you can still redshirt. Like there are games that you're supposed to try to get guys some reps and to see kind of what you got. Like what do you get out of playing another quarterback if you just sit there and hand the ball off? I mean, really do that.
And they really didn't give George McIntyre a ton of looks in that regard. He threw short, not even. I mean, there were some, I guess you would call intermediate routes, but nothing that was going to open up a ton. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, they didn't intentionally run up the score. They didn't run a bunch of touchdown plays on you. No. They just played football. So, yeah, I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. You got $550,000 to come.
I get it. Sucks to get your teeth kicked in, even getting paid that much, because you don't exactly see that money as anybody in relation. That's athletic department money. That does fund you.
Right.
But you don't feel you don't feel it when you're getting your teeth kicked in.
Mm-hmm. And I don't think they didn't turn the football over. They weren't just an abysmal FCS. I mean, they were just
we had to kick that late field goal. It was for cookies.
Yeah.
We didn't have a choice.
Yeah, and we want Max Gilbert to get did
you see my Jinx tweet?
Huh.
I'm okay with jinxing because it's an absolute stellar run, Landon. Max Gilbert, he missed 3 field goals against Kentucky on November 2nd. Since then, how many do you think he's attempted?
I think I know the answer. I think it's 12.
Do you know how many he's made since then?
I think it's 12.
The man is streaking in the quad. I mean, he is on a heater. 3, I think, from 50 plus.
I think 4.
4 from 50. 4 from 50 plus. I think 5 from 40 plus. 5 or 6. And in his Tennessee career, hasn't missed an extra point, which is really good for a college kicker.
And he's just a sophomore.
He's a sophomore. Yeah, so a year and some change in extra points.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hasn't missed one. But yeah, 12 made field goals on 12 attempts since missing 3. All 3. He went 0 for 3 against Kentucky. And he's been on a streak ever since. He's been hot. And it's funny because me and Adam joked that he's on a streak pretty much since he hit those 2, his second one against Mississippi State the game after. And buddy, he kind of made us eat those words because he's like, yeah, I am on a streak and I'm going to stay on one.
Yeah, well, I mean, let's keep this streak going right here, as Tennessee special teams is really good.
They are.
No one has returned a punt of any sort on Jackson Ross. Turbyville kicks it to the back of the end zone. Max Gilbert, we just mentioned him. And then you have Boo Carter, who is as electric as anybody back there returning punts. And again, it was ETSU, but
that's been pretty much the story though since.
Right.
Like it's not exclusive to ETSU.
Exactly. Yeah.
And in fact, you mentioned Jackson Ross. He put on. I hate when we have to punt from like the opposing team's 40. But Jackson Ross also put on a clinic as to why you might do that in his only punt yesterday. He pinned it at the 2 or 3.
Yeah, something like that.
I mean, which actually resulted in Boo Carter's big return down to the red zone. I think he was inside the 10. I think Tennessee got it 1st and goal on that next drive.
Yeah, and I was on the opposite corner, and so when he jumped in and he like stood up like forward, I was like, did he? And then the replay was so obvious.
There were people. So I was in that end zone where I did have a clear view, and there were people around me cheering. I'm like, are we watching? I don't blame him for doing it. Like, hey, make him think about it. I guess why not?
Yeah,
but yeah, he was out.
Yeah,
by quite a bit.
I love it.
You got to try. You got to try.
Yeah.
Don't shoot him for trying by any means. No, it was a fun day on Rocky Top. Good to be back. That was time flies when you're getting old, man. It feels like we haven't been gone for a long time, but we have. And it was good to be back home.
Yeah, it was just like I remembered.
We keep hearing about all these Landon. Better.
You got upgrades. I'm still in.
Well, I didn't even notice them.
Okay.
The best upgrade of all time was one that has gone unmentioned, and I hope it stays the same. I do not care the cost. My season tickets, you can increase them as much as you want if you need to continue this. The field, specifically the orange paint on the field, looked phenomenal yesterday. The best I've ever seen. I watched a little bit on TV, and then I watched some. I started rewatching the game today. Best I've seen in years, and I think I've mentioned this on this show. I'm sure I have, but it's probably been a while. I have this just very like vague memory of my first time in Neyland, but I remember vividly walking out of the tunnel. We would always when we went to the game with my dad, we would walk through section O, the entrance to section O, and then turn right and get to our seats. I remember walking out of section O and how bright the paint and the checkerboards and the power tee was, and it was just it was under stadium lights, and it was beautiful. And to this day I haven't seen anything like it. If yesterday wasn't it was dang close.
Yeah.
They had it crisp.
Look good. Yeah, that grass is good right now. You got a little rain too. That
we got a good warm summer with a good wet summer.
Yeah.
That's the best situation for grass.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was very impressed with the field paint job. Shout out to the grounds crew. It looked incredible.
Yeah, and I again want to kind of say shout out to the fans showing up, because I mean I had to wait in a line to get in. Where
I had to wait in a short line. Did you go through 22 like you normally do?
Yeah,
I went through 22 and it was short, which I did go in a little bit before you.
Yeah, but I was like, oh, okay. I didn't expect a line at all, because usually some of those games you can usually walk right in. Where this one I was like, I mean, everybody know who we're playing today.
Yeah, and going back to the weather, yeah, I was as we were walking in, I thought, oh, this might be a good crowd.
Yeah.
And it was. It filled it. Walking down to the seats, I knew it was going to be, and then it just kept filling in, and yeah, it was good. It was good, and it got loud enough to say this is a good Neyland experience.
Yeah, 100%.
Also, how sick was that flyover? Well, from my perspective, that flyover. So as soon as I saw it come from above, it immediately disappeared into like a cloud, and then reappeared as it was leaving the stadium. Obviously, Tennessee can't exactly script that, but shout out to the others that make that happen, because it was a sick flyover to see that plane just entirely disappear.
Yeah, what was it? AC-130?
AC-130, yeah.
I love the flyovers because I'm at like the perfect view where I can see it as it's coming toward the stadium. Oh, it's so sick.
Yeah.
And then that one's like, I'm glad they said it was an AC-130, because if I just saw that plane, I'm like,
big plane. Sweet.
Yeah. Why is it coming over here? But yeah, that was sick. All the flyovers are pretty sick. They do a good job with those.
Yeah, and I also didn't think we'd get one due to weather.
Yeah,
so that
maybe that's why we got an AC-130.
Yeah, they're like, I can't fly too much in this.
No,
I also was worried because was it UTEP? Was that last year? It might have been last year. When did we play UTEP? Was that last year?
We played UTSA last year.
UTSA. It was UTEP 2 years ago.
Okay.
I don't think they did a pregame marching band. The marching band didn't do a pregame, and then they didn't do a flyover because of weather. So I was worried we would get that. But no, we got a great pregame. Shout out to Smokey 11. He put on a phenomenal performance, Landon. There were a lot of rumblings he wasn't going to be in the end zone for touchdowns. He, as a Smokey grader, certified, the run out of the tee, the touchdown celebrations, great work, Smokey 11.
Oh man, I saw him about to run out through the tee. Did you see it? Oh, dude, he does not want to do it.
He looked great.
He almost took out a band member.
Well,
because they were like pulling him toward like where they run through it, because they usually like come out with the team, but I guess this one stays in like where the ambulance.
Yeah, and then they walk him over.
Yeah. Yeah, he did not want to do it. So I don't know. I don't get to see him like the other side where he goes to the end zone. How many times did he do it? Did he do it every single time?
No, I don't think he did it every time. Because I don't think he did it for the first one. Maybe he did for the first, and then I didn't see it every time.
Yeah.
After that. But he did do it, and I thought they said he wasn't gonna. I thought they said he was gonna be done after the run out.
See, I think he did it. I think he did the first one, and that was it after that.
See, I thought I saw him on another one.
Maybe you did. I think that's what I read, that he only did it once.
Okay. Oh, they did a recap afterwards. Or did they say he was only going to do it once initially?
See, I don't know. I didn't read what.
Because he didn't do it last year.
Yeah.
At least, I shouldn't say at all, but it was limited minutes.
He just doesn't look comfortable.
It was a bad grade. It was a bad scouting report. They saw the big ears. It was the Joe Milton. They fell in love with the big arm. They said we can turn this dog into a Smokey, and I'm just afraid that the big ears were a farce.
Mm.
Maybe he'll prove us wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he just needs to go against another dog to get his mojo.
Sophomore season, we know there's big jumps in sophomore season, so we'll see what happens.
Two in the Heupel system for sure.
Yeah, and it's a lot of. It's a good point, Lan. It's a lot of work. In fact, the cheerleaders and Smokey continuing to do push-ups well into the fourth quarter was bold.
Yeah. What was 72-17 was the final? I mean, what did you predict? I think mine was 59.
62-6.
Okay. 72 is a lot of points.
It's a lot of points. I felt a little crazy going 62 just because it was how true we only saw 1 week of the offense, and they were efficient, but they also had some times that they didn't look all the way efficient. So it was a little. You never know with that, and you just never know. So we're going to get into guys who impressed during this ETSU game. And one thing that impressed me, team as a whole, it's hard to take so much from this game. So the name of the game is just go take care of business and be like, that's it. Just go take care of business. And they did that. And I think you see it across college football, whether it be FCS opponents or G5. There's zero question who the more talented team is across the board. And there's rarely going to be someone on that opposing team that's more talented than a single person on your roster. Yet the taking care of business part can get difficult for a lot of reasons. And so for Tennessee just to say, hey, yeah, next week's a big game, but we're going to handle this one first and move on. That's huge, I think, for this to see how this team kind of operates. That doesn't mean they'll flat out win next week or anything, but they had to win this week and they did.
Yeah, and they all
drama too.
No injuries. Well, no significant injuries was a big part. They had 717 yards of total offense, like that.
Okay, not the most impressive stat, Landon. The most impressive stat is the ETSU had 49 rushing yards.
And a team who, how many did they have? 294, 295 the week previous?
I think so, yeah.
And I think that their leading rusher, he had -9 rushing yards.
Yes.
From last week.
Which I wonder if he got banged up because he only ran the ball 4 times.
Yeah.
Or if they were just like, hey, we're not going to get him banged up in this one.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was.
Great decision if that was the decision.
Sure. Yeah, Tennessee again took care of business. I think they, in these games, you need to look like you dominate in every facet of the game. I think Tennessee did that. There's a lot of teams around college football that I'm sure we're going to talk about here in a little bit that did not look great against these lower level teams. And it isn't the end all be all. Like, I know we're going to talk about Georgia, and they always seem to play like a team like an Austin P or something like that close. And then people doubt them. The AP poll dropped them 2 spots. They moved Tennessee up 7. So I'm sure that is going to be
riddle me that.
Yeah, I don't know.
We just shouldn't vote until at least week 4 at all.
Yeah.
Okay, Landon, to appease the AP voters who are very proud of their job, and they are obviously critical to the infrastructure of college football in their own minds. I'll let them do a preseason poll. I'll give them a preseason poll. But we are not doing a quote-unquote week 1 poll. We're not doing our first poll until week 4. So you have more time to just make the adjustments and make the necessary changes.
Yeah, like let's get through like 1 or 2 conference games before we just like Tennessee moved up 7 spots for what?
Right.
Yeah,
and if you had moved them up 7,
points.
if you had moved them up 7 up last week, that would make I could maybe follow your logic. They played a powerful last week. It's crazy. Yeah,
and then they draw. I mean, Kirby Smart's definitely going to bring that up. That's going to be his.
They're doubting zero. There's zero reason after this week we should have jumped Alabama. After this week,
yeah,
just this week. I'm not talking about the week before. Just this week. Doesn't make sense.
Agreed.
But they know ball. The AP voters know ball.
Sure.
What are you going to do?
But they dominate. The 717 yards is crazy when Boo Carter set them up in good field position like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Like that's
a lot of short fields.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to still put up that many yards. I said 59 points to begin because I thought like Tennessee would jump out to the lead. They don't have a ton of depth. And I figured they would just kind of like not be that great in the second half. But they were. I mean, they scored 24 points in the second half with second and third team guys in. I think that's
And
I think it kind of shows that Tennessee does have a lot of talent on this roster. It's just a lot of it. They're just young,
unproven. And I think too, going into again, guys who impressed. I think the interior defensive line, it's so hard to. In fact, I would wager on they're not ready for next week. But what the way they played, the way they were able to create pressure, the way they were able to stop the run game, what that tells me about that group right now is they do belong in Tennessee. They do belong here. And are they ready for Georgia? I would go no right now. But I think there's a time and place that they will. I think they absolutely belong. They're just young and thin, and it may take some time. And maybe they do step up in a big way next week. I don't know. But there's a lot of recent years where you do get into that second and third team, and they're probably, again, better than most guys, if not all guys on that ETSU roster, but they also probably shouldn't have been in an SEC program.
Yeah.
These guys should.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and maybe you get some added depth from this game. Like Isaiah Campbell was pretty good in this one. Jordan Ross looked good. He flashed a little bit for me. Maybe you do kind of some guys earn some more reps down the road. You never know when you're going to have another injury. And
right.
I mean, let's knock on wood that we don't along that defensive front. But if you do, I feel like you have capable guys behind them.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this is you want to build depth in this game, and I think you potentially gave yourself some room to work.
Yeah.
You got guys' experience, and there's nothing that can replicate real game snaps.
Sure. And a big question going into this week is Jackson Moy play? Like that's a big. Nathan Robinson played late in the game, which I thought was super weird.
Right.
We were told that he wasn't going to go, but then he plays in the second half of this game.
Was he? So, I mean, I assumed he was dressed the whole time. I don't know. They showed a shot of David Sanders on the sideline in my rewatch, and the sweatpants he was wearing, I thought he was wearing football pants.
Oh, really?
I thought, is he he wasn't wearing he was wearing his jersey but not pads. I thought, is he half dressed for this?
Just in case.
If so, football guy.
No, yeah.
If you show me an injured guy wearing his game day pants, favorite player of all time in my book.
Like, you never know. And that's another one that we have a question about is like, is David Sanders real?
Oh no. We've seen him. We have seen him.
Yeah,
I saw him on the
was
sideline.
in fans. But yeah, I mean, like that. I think if the weather's probably different, he probably plays.
Okay, so let me ask you: is he a starter against Georgia this week? If assuming you are right in your thinking,
I don't think so.
I think it would be crazy to
Yeah.
put his first start, and that's not to say he won't play.
I think he
first
plays
start.
for sure. Yeah.
And I think you got to be careful about going into Georgia and mixing up an offensive line that just looks good right now.
Yeah, Jesse Perry was your highest rated player, and he's playing his spot.
Yeah, so I think you definitely will rotate him in there if he's ready to go. But I think two things: you don't want to make his first start against Georgia, and secondly, don't fix it if it's not quite broken. Not to say you can't get better and he shouldn't start later.
Yeah,
and you maybe you find something that works better. But going into this week and he hadn't played any, I just think it's crazy.
Obviously, they knew kind of what their best five was going to look like. Obviously, it hasn't been that at this point, but is he going to be 100% better than, the combination of Jesse Perry and Sham Umarov?
And it's good to know that it's good to know in the past, this probably wasn't true, that there's a player on your roster somewhere, whatever position you think it may be. Maybe last year, Squirrel White's a good example, that you're going, all right, David Sanders is at, let's just say 80%.
Mm-hmm.
Is his 80 better than fill in the blank behind him's a 100? Well, the answer looks like no, which is good. You don't want to have to or want to play a player injured.
Yeah. I mean, if he practices all week, I mean, maybe, but I just feel like I'm kind of with you. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. Like, let's
going into this game, it'd be a different story for preparing for like ETSU. We thought offensive line played really good, but if he's ready to start, you roll him out there.
Yeah, like UAB is a perfect game to kind of get him his first start. Work out any kind of kinks or anything that you're trying to do, and let's roll from there. Like then you can really play whoever your best five is, whatever that combination is.
Right. Just gonna read some of these. Some of them are funny. Nico, I'd rather have Uncle Rico landing their underdogs to New Mexico this week.
Are they really?
I got a few minutes I hate watching. 14 points. 14-point underdogs.
Oh my God.
Unless I read it backwards, but I'm pretty certain I did not. I'm not gonna bet on it. That'd be a nightmare for me. UTK Arrow, Jesus Christ, did Caleb paint that stash on like Ryan Day?
No, but he does have his nipples pierced like Ryan Day.
Well, I was gonna say Ryan Day took the good facial hair and nipple piercings straight from me. He stole it from me. Why does Smokey not have his own doghouse? Listen, Smokey's a blue collar guy. He just has a blanket when it's cold.
Yeah,
he doesn't need a whole house.
He's not lazy. He
doesn't need a whole house. Austin Wayne, ready for Saturday, buddy. Landon, I'm such a sucker for just like propaganda. College game day's coming. I'm like, oh yeah, Tennessee's got a chance.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm trying to be like steady.
We're 3 days from me saying Tennessee's gonna flat out win. Period. End of story. Can't tell me nothing.
Oh yeah, destroy him.
And I mean, Ronnie's already there. Maybe Georgia ain't ready for us. Maybe they aren't.
That's a great point. No one's asking.
Why not us? Kirby's already saying it. First off,
you're right.
Have we seen Gunnar Stockton's hairline? Is Gunnar bald?
Is it bad?
I don't know. Bald's beautiful though.
Well, there's some people that like are going bald but won't like commit to it. Oh man, that is kind of
tough.
It is kind of tough.
Gonna have to check it out. Blue Tick takes. Sanders is a guy that we need for a long time. Play the long game. Yeah, play the long game. Arch Manning's a good example. Have you seen him wincing after throws?
Yeah, what is that about?
Why are you playing him if he's in pain like that, throwing the football?
Mhm.
And then goes back into, I thought Sark called a really bad game for him. Especially, why are you asking him to make those throws if he's in pain? It's crazy. You can't play Sanders if he isn't at 200% against Georgia. Yeah, man, if he can get to 200%, that's pretty sick.
Yeah,
Most people live in the 100s, but 200's sick. Yeah, you play him.
That's what a 5-star can do. 200.
Sure. Georgia didn't look good this weekend. Gunner is very thin. I've got the film guy queued up. I've got Brooks Austin queued up on some Georgia this week, so I'm excited I haven't dug into them yet. I'm excited to see what he thinks. He's getting a lot of hate from the Georgia faithful, so
UCLA is favored.
Okay, I looked at it backwards then. Dang it.
Yeah, New Mexico got to be about Idaho State.
Well, Landon, if they go 1-1 in the next two games, 0-2 in the next two games, they will either be if they don't win these two games, they're going to go over because there's not a win left on their schedule after Northwestern for them.
I hate that for them. I really do.
Yeah. But yeah, Vols win 72-17 against our good friends from up north. Not north, just north of us. 72-17. And we're going to talk about some guys who impressed, and we got a question here about McIntyre, so I'll hit on him. I thought George McIntyre looked good. We didn't get to see much of him, but I thought he came in and looked composed, looked like he could operate the offense. Not saying on par with anyone else, but I thought he looked very, very comfortable. I thought he looked very prepared. I thought he looked like a freshman. You talking about Gunner looking thin? Whoo, buddy.
I think that he meant thin on top.
Oh. I was about to say, I don't think he's very thin. He's not huge, though.
Thin on top.
I don't think he's thin on top, though. Is he? I thought he's just a hairline going up that left side.
I thought it looked pretty thin.
Okay. I'm looking at his what photo was that? It was the Georgia photo.
Okay.
No, SEC Media Days photo. Is that the one you're looking at?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's thin down that one side. But anyways, okay. George McIntyre. Yeah, I thought he just looked very, very competent, very confident. Yeah, I think there's a guy there who's going to compete for the starting job next year, no doubt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, if you're looking at Merklinger and McIntyre, it looked like, I know the stats, you're like, oh, McIntyre had a good day. I mean, the first
Merklinger.
throw. Yeah, what I say? Yeah, Merklinger. Yeah, his first throw was tough.
And really moved past that, and it looked okay.
Yeah,
not great. Not. I thought McIntyre looked like the more
polished,
prepared. Polished. It's not a bad word. Quarterback of the two, but beyond that, not bad. I don't think he throws a very good deep ball, and I'm not even talking, 60-yard bomb. Just beyond 25 yards.
Been an easy touchdown.
Yeah, I don't think he throws a great deep ball, so that's tough. But he looked okay. Like if he had to come in for a series, I'm okay with it. I do think seeing what we've seen now, going back to the spring game, I think George McIntyre's got to be your number 2. And I get why they played him the way they played him. I thought that's what they would do. Kind of thought that's what they should do. But I think George McIntyre's number 2 on the depth chart.
Yeah, Merklinger, he looks super athletic when he tucks it and run. He escapes well. I mean, he had 17 yards rushing. He did pretty well at that. But yeah, the deep ball is where you're just like, it's not as good as you'd want it to be in this offense.
Yeah. Right.
But I mean, he could give that Brian Maurer wow factor, like you said, for a series where he just, makes things happen with his legs and, hits an open receiver and everybody's like, maybe we got something. So
yeah, maybe.
I think there's plenty of stuff to work with him as well. I mean, let's not just say like write him off and say he
Right.
can't be good because he's just a sophomore as well.
Yeah. If there was a time, if there was a Aguilar helmet come off, if there was he's getting examined in the tent for a minute and they threw in Merklinker, I don't think I'd be upset. I think I'd get it.
Yeah.
Now, if we're talking might be out for the game,
or if you're out for the rest of the season, I mean, then who do you kind of go with?
Be a little more interesting. Obviously, they've seen a lot more than I have based on yesterday, though. Yeah, if he was out for the season, I think that next start would be Georgia's. If I was knowing, I don't know as much, but knowing what I know now.
Yeah. Another question: what does Tennessee do at running back?
Tough day for my man. Rips off that big run to start, and then think he got the short leash. Tough week. He got the question about the gloves on last Saturday, and I get it. I'm with him. You get a better feel. It's wet, a little rainy. Maybe you make exceptions to your rule. Just because he's a great running back, and Star looks like the guy that can do it in both facets of the game, and he's probably going to be your number one come this Saturday. He's probably going to be the first guy out on the first drive. I think you're just going to see 3. I think that's what it's going to be all season. I don't think there's anyone that will take a big enough step that they will lean on them heavier than anyone else.
Yeah, I mean, I think Deshaun Bishop, that was probably by design. He wasn't going to play
a whole lot. Yeah.
Yeah. And that makes me think if he only got 3 carries, that makes me think they're saving him for Georgia. You
think he's the number 1 out of the gate?
I think he is. And then I think
I wouldn't be surprised.
It has to be Star Thomas. I mean, Peyton Lewis just isn't seeing the field like the other two. He's not breaking any tackles. He hasn't really. Did he have any catches yesterday?
I don't even know if he had any.
He had
targets.
1 for 9 yards. I forgot. That was the dump. Joey Aguilar escaped, and it looked like he was going to chuck it downfield and found Peyton Lewis wide open for a 9-yard gain. So, but yeah, it just seemed like Star Thomas is more complete than he is, and then Deshaun Bishop is going to be 1 or 2. So I think
I know a lot of people are upset about the drops yesterday, and they weren't good. His big play factor is absolutely there, and we've seen it in these 2 games. You cannot
with Star Thomas,
Deshaun Bishop.
Oh, Deshaun Bishop. Oh yeah.
You can't look at 2 drops and say, go to the bench. You can't.
No.
Now, can you, in conditions like this, if it's rainy on Saturday, go, you're wearing gloves whether you like it or not? We're going to try this. You can.
Yeah.
If you can't feel the ball better, 2 hands on that sucker. I don't care if it slows you down. But I don't want to see them, which they weren't fumbles. We didn't turn the ball over. I don't want to see him Jalen Wright this and he goes MIA for 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good punt. You know what? You're right. It probably was by design. I think they probably would have tried to get him something like 10-ish carries if he hadn't gotten in the doghouse early. But I don't think anything beyond that. But yeah, if you wanted to say, hey, we're going to play guys in front of you because of those, that was a perfect game to do it. Good job.
Yeah.
Move on now. He obviously doesn't drop him in practice. You wouldn't have thrown it to him.
Right. Yeah, but I mean, Star has that kind of.
He has big playability.
Yeah, for sure. And he makes guys miss. He doesn't look super fast, but he gets by people. He's just a smooth runner. I think that even at Duke, like it doesn't look like he's running super fast, but he just he's just a little bit faster than the people that are chasing him.
I don't think he has that like super quick step, that first step isn't super quick, but yes, he's gonna outlast a lot of you.
And he's got the dreads too, that just makes you a little bit better at running back, I think.
Sure.
Yeah. But yeah, I like Star Thomas a whole lot. I think he was a guy who really impressed me. And that's 2 weeks in a row that he's looked really good. I mean, 3 touchdowns in this one. He had a touchdown in the opener. That's 4 for him in 2 games where everybody assumed he was probably going to be your third back, and it looks like he's your now it's 1A, 1B, it seems like to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. Since we're hitting on running backs, Dwan Morris, loved getting to see him, especially in this game. Justin Baker, your 2 freshman backs. I don't know which one you're going to keep because I got to imagine. Listen, I think they should. You're seeing how the carries are split. You're going to get your. I don't necessarily think it has to happen just in this day and age. I got to imagine one of them will be leaving after this year.
Just say, remember that.
Yeah, yes. Remember Tennessee.
Remember, they're spreading the wealth.
They will spread the wealth. And hey, listen, if you're looking for longevity in an NFL career, you don't want 25 touches a game.
Yeah.
Now, Dylan Sampson laughs at that and goes, well, I'll do the same thing in Cleveland. But he's a special animal.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you leave a little
good day today.
I don't know what he finished at. When I looked, he had a receiving touchdown, 55. I think he had 7 catches.
He had 8 catches for, I think, 60-something yards and 37 yards rushing. So,
yeah.
Or 29.
I don't know. Yeah, they at one point lost to Cincinnati. Yeah. Tough day for the Heupel can't put talent in the NFL crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because Cedric Tillman had a touchdown too. I don't know what he finished at. But 2 exciting backs, and yes, there's room for all. I get it. If you got to do what you got to do, but there's room for all.
Yeah. Also think the wide receivers, like it was Braylon Staley who had the big game in week 1, and then week 2 it was Brazel and Mike Matthews. I knew Mike Matthews had a big day, but Chris Brazel was, I mean, he had 9 catches in this game.
Mm-hmm.
He was really good.
Mike Matthews running over some guys. First drive of it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe make that guy miss. I don't know if that's your forte.
Somebody else ran over somebody, and was it Peyton Lewis? Maybe
Peyton Lewis. Well, he had that goal line. Wasn't it? Yeah, he was on the one we were talking about that Boo Carter jumped into the end zone. I think he scored that touchdown, didn't he? I think that's. But I think because you tweeted that picture, that was Star Thomas that he ran over pretty much the entire defense.
yeah. You just carrying him. He just kept moving his feet. These running backs are fun to watch, and
mm-hmm.
It's going to be interesting to see how Tennessee runs the football against Georgia, because I know it's totally different. But the way this offensive line looks, the way the running backs look, I think you're going into it where you don't have to just throw it over the top of Georgia's defense. I think you're going to be able to run the ball efficiently to open everything else up.
I don't know if you'll have a 200-yard day.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll be as successful as the past 2 weeks. But yes, I think they will be able to do it effectively and efficiently. They'll be able to run the football.
Yeah, 100%.
And it goes into the balance we talked about preseason. Run the ball efficiently and effectively enough that you allow your pass game to be effective and efficient, and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Don't allow them to load the box up. Don't allow them to defend the run in light boxes.
Yeah, I'm interested to see kind of how they spread the wealth also with the wide receivers, because it feels pretty even right now. But going back to when Hendon Hooker was here, he always had his favorite target, which right now, I guess if you're looking at, it's probably Chris Brazel, which
it seems like Braylon Staley. It seems like that's who he goes to in the crunch plays. That's who it seems like. I'd have to probably go back and watch both games, and it probably won't reveal itself until a game like Georgia.
And it might be that, be in the slot, that's probably where you lean anyway.
Well, and where it was alarming in Hendon Hooker's career was 2022 against Pitt. It really stood out. Cedric Tillman's his guy.
Yep. And then it became Jalen Hyatt.
Right. Because Cedric got injured, yes.
Yeah. Right. Yep.
Yeah. But talk about the receivers. Good receiving day, because the backs outside of Deshaun's 2 drops, they did a good job. And then you got the tight ends really involved. And I think Kitzelman had a pretty tough drop on the sideline. And then beyond that, a good clean day from the tight ends. In fact, it would have been a Kitzelman touchdown, the first touchdown of the day. And I think Joey at the last second saw that corner defending no one in the flats and was like, oh, Brazel's got to be wide open, because it was like a hitch to the seam route. He kind of just hitched it and then looked at Brazel and threw a 2015 Peyton Manning duck pass to him. And it was beautiful, Landon.
Just stay
resulted in a touchdown.
Yep. That's all that matters.
Is that how you felt about that? That it was a late look to him? Because Kitzelman, I think he would have had to drop it in there a little bit more tight.
Mm-hmm.
That safety was hanging between Kitzelman and Brazel, and then Kitzelman had a linebacker underneath him, but not.
Wait, are you saying a Tennessee quarterback can read the field? Is that
well, he got lucky. He saw it last second.
Okay.
Yeah, he got lucky.
Gotcha. Yeah, I read that the same. Like, he kind of, that was his first read for sure. And then he kind of, that safety was just.
The safety was just in the middle. He was in no man's land. But I think he just had to see the corner sitting there last second for some reason, because it would have been crazy otherwise. Because he could have hit Kitzelman, I think.
Yeah. My favorite part of the day was Merklinger's throw to Brazel, where he underthrows him and they call him down at the 1, and we go right back to Brazel for the jump ball at the 1 yard line. I love
that. Was a good throw, by the way. Put it right on his back shoulder and far too high for the corner to really make a play on it, and perfect for Brazel to be able to go up and get it. That was a great throw, in fact.
Yeah, I want to see more of that, because we kind of talked about it. Like, we don't know who our red zone jump ball is, because Brazel hasn't been the guy that you just. He's the one to go climb the ladder and go get it. But it
should be Brazel. Yeah. It should be Brazel. Yeah, but you're right. We haven't been able to see enough.
Mm-hmm.
Also, like that play we ran to Van Doorslayer.
Yeah, sneak him out of the flat.
Yeah, that RPO that it's actually funny enough, that play is in the NCAA playbook or the Tennessee playbook on NCAA. And I just don't see us run it a whole lot. And with your athletic tight ends, you should be able to run a lot of tight end RPOs and sneak them out underneath.
Yeah. I mean, when he scored it felt like the orange and white game again. I was like, this just feels right. Van Doorslayer in the end zone again. And then you got Deshaun Brame involved as well. He had 2 catches. Somebody else that impressed me, Rodarius Jackson is going to be a dude.
Buddy. I don't know if he's legit yet. If he's not legit yet, he's pre-legit. Let's throw that on him.
Yeah. That was a huge get.
Let's throw a dick bomb on Rodarius Jackson being legit.
Yeah.
Well, and you said
I thought he was going to score.
Yeah, you said about Rodarius Jackson too. I'm looking at Travis Smith Jr. in obviously a game that you're just not getting a ton of targets. I'm like, he looks very competent as well.
Mm-hmm.
That wide receiver, the worries about how's the running back room? We think we know what we have. We have some dudes there. How's that gonna work out? And then the wide receiver room, like, oh gosh, like we're injured, we're thin, we're young. Through 2 games, and one of those is ETSU. We might be all right. Again, all right. I'm not throwing it way past into the deepest room, best room in the country, but we might be all right at both of those.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're getting everybody involved. I'm interested to see kind of how far they go as they rotate. They rotate 4 guys. They rotate 5. TBD, I think.
It'll be tough to do too much rotation at the pace they're going at. We're back to 2022 pace.
Yeah. It's also interesting to see how they play this week with Georgia's corners. I mean, they're going to tug and grab and hold, and they play a lot of man coverage. So that's going to be a challenge for this group to beat man coverage, and also like you got to win one-on-one battles. Like that's the name of this game. They're gonna try to load the box because they think their DBs are good enough to handle any receivers. That's the way they've been, and that's the way they've coached.
And they are good enough. So this is by far your toughest week as an individual group, as a wide receiver group. This is your toughest week.
But the good thing is, you beat that one guy. That's all you got to beat.
Yeah, you might every once in a while you might get a safety and cover one, but yeah, it's a lot of man.
Yeah,
if you're running the ball really well, no, beat one guy and you're done. Like have fun, have fun in the checkerboards. God, did you see? I can't remember who it was from the Colts. Bynum, maybe. Did you see his celebration today?
Yeah, that was insane.
We gotta get someone hitting that kneeling.
Yeah, that's insane.
How do you even come up with that? What is that?
I have no clue. I've never seen that before. I can't wait to see some kid in a high school game. I can't wait to see that on Twitter somewhere where a kid tries.
How many flags do you think they throw on them?
Oh, God.
6 at least, right?
Yeah, 100%. It's like the 3 the humps.
Yep. Yeah, you get 2 shoulder wiggles or whatever he did.
Yeah. He's like, one more, and I swear to God.
Oh, man. I thought defensively, the little we saw Joshua Joseph, I thought he wreaked havoc, which is what you want to see against a team like this.
Yeah, sack in back-to-back weeks. I think that's a good sign for Tennessee. I think they needed close to a double-digit sack guy, and I think Joshua Josephs could absolutely do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, the second ETSU offensive possession, I think. I don't know what they said to Arion Carter. I don't know what was done. The 2 hits he delivered on that drive were vicious.
Yeah.
I mean, someone who compared him to Al Wilson. I was like, all right, let's not get ahead of I love Nephew. Love him. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. There's not been hits harder than kneeling than since Al Wilson. I'm not saying they're as hard as Al Wilson's, but since Al Wilson, nothing that hard.
Yeah.
And that's saying a lot because there have been some great backers at Tennessee. But yeah, those were, I mean, vicious. I'm shocked.
Straight to the line of scrimmage too.
There was one on a wide receiver. He was like breaking up a pass and somehow hit him hard. I don't even know how you do that.
Well, his pads are so big.
They are huge.
That
might have been the only comparison to Al Wilson. In fact, you say that might have been it.
Well, they both have a 7 on their jersey.
True. I love Arion Carter.
Oh, he's awesome.
A-Train.
Yeah,
that's a nickname you earn. It's not given, and he's earned it.
Yeah, I mean, you want to continue to earn it. This week is the week.
Yep.
Because I mean, you already have. I think Kirby Smart challenges rushing attack to rush for 250 yards every single game.
Oh gosh.
So
please don't be the case this week. Please fail at that challenge.
I think they failed this week, right? They did.
I don't know.
190.
But I mean, talking about I don't want to jump to Georgia, but that probably was a weird game in general because didn't it go into a delay?
It did, yeah.
And I don't know. I didn't watch it. I don't know how that all shook out, but I would say that probably had something to do with. At least, again, they probably should have won by more than 22 points, but.
Yeah, again, this happens every year where they play somebody close. Like, I think Kent State a few years ago, it was close.
Yeah.
I mean, they do play teams like this close, and then they get up for the big games.
I don't know how good Austin Peay is, but Austin Peay did beat MTSU last week. Now, MTSU got raked over the coals by Wisconsin. I mean, throttled. And they kept it close for a quarter and a half, I think. So that's just.
It was only 28. I think it was 28-10 at the start of the fourth quarter.
Oh, so long. They kept it closer a lot longer than I thought then.
Yeah.
And so that's a quarter then of just got absolutely teeth kicked in football.
Yeah.
But yes, they did beat MTSU. So Don't know how good.
I have seen a lot of like stuff on Gunnar Stockton that he is really conservative and loves to check it down. Which
I think he likes to run the football.
Yeah.
If that's true, I think Jeremiah Thielander and Aaron Carter are pretty excited.
Gotta be.
Also, I hope if we look at him and think that, Landon, I hope we don't have the Carson Beck thought that we did last year and go, all right, well then beat us and drop 7-8 guys in the pass defense every snap. Put pressure on him. Especially if he likes to run it, put pressure on him. Make him get out of the pocket and go.
And that was something Tennessee didn't do in this ETSU. They didn't blitz hardly at all.
It was
And that's going to be interesting because you saw some of it against Syracuse, some blitzes, not a ton. Will they blitz this week and make Gunnar Stockton?
You have to
think a little bit more than he has, because he's not like a veteran by any means. He's a young guy. Like let's make him think a little bit. I'm not going to say let's make him beat us, but in a way I kind of am. Like
but make him, don't make it
go after.
Go after and make him beat us. Don't say
here I am. I'm standing right here.
Maybe I don't remember last year. Maybe that Georgia offensive line struggled in the pass protection when we rolled into that game, and we had James Pierce Jr. We had a bona fide.
They were that was our
first round pick.
That was the thing, and we couldn't touch them.
For some reason, our defensive staff decided, hey, we'll get enough pressure with 3 or 4 guys to disrupt things, and we absolutely didn't. And I don't think you can ever expect that against an SEC line. Not for 4 quarters that you can do that.
Right.
And we thought so. And I just hope that's not the thought, because as much as I've liked the guys on the edge, they're not going to get home by themselves. Not for 4 quarters. Is Joshua Joseph going to have a chance to make a play on the outside by himself? Yeah, he'll have a chance. But he's just not going to do it. And I mean, Tyree West gets another sack. Like he's going to be able to do some stuff by himself too. It's just not going to be often.
Yeah. Yeah, need to bring. I mean, Boo Carter's an excellent blitzer. Let him blitz sometimes. And I think this week with him getting some run with punt return on defense, I think hopefully that's got him locked in where he's like, all right, it's time for me to ball.
We have seen the football in his hands. Have an offensive package with him. Yeah. Do not waste it. I'm not saying to play him for any amount of significant offensive snaps. But that's a player that is absolutely electric with the football in his hands. He should be, and he should have the opportunity to play offensive snaps once or twice a game.
I mean, he can catch a screen. He can catch a punt. He can definitely catch a screen.
Catch a screen. I'm sure he can grab a handoff on a jet sweep. I'm sure he could do one of those little end around tosses on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just if you have the opportunity to give him the football, I think it's coaching malpractice not to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Play him.
Play him.
Play him everywhere. Do you think he's that good? You think he can help you win a football game? Play him.
And it's probably better if you have special packages for him, because then he doesn't have to learn your offense. That apparently is the concerning part now.
Yeah.
There's not a doghouse in Neyland because Boo Carter's out of it.
Right.
Be done with it. Just move on. Everybody be happy. Let's go win some SEC football games. Let's keep a home winning streak alive that was cut short because of this team.
Okay. There you go.
If you win this game, it'll be since 2023 against Georgia. It'll be the last time you lost. I don't know how many. I can't remember how many home games that is, but
it's pretty good, right?
It's okay.
Yeah. Is this?
I can't wait, dude. I cannot wait to hear. I was watching the Alabama highlights Friday night from 2022 or 2024, excuse me. To this, a lot of people will go probably push back. The loudest I've ever heard kneeling probably goes Georgia 2013 is number 2, the pump block in the south end zone. And the first one is the first drive against Alabama when they couldn't get a play call in, when they couldn't figure out the snap, when the refs didn't know if the ball was in play or not. It was it was bananas in that place.
Yeah. It's going to be electric. And I mean, now like you have Joey kind of running this offense and it's efficient. There were so many question marks going in, like we talked about with the receivers and even the offensive line and with injuries, but you're just kind of playing ball right now. Like it just seems like it fits right now. Joey Aguilar, like it was like, oh, we're getting the shorter end of the stick. We've got to send UCLA some Christmas gifts this year. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what a return on investment Joey has been so far. And like, dude, his family, the way them watching him run out of the tee, like that's so sick.
Yeah.
And awesome. They just seem like they're just happy to be here. And his demeanor, his maturity, and like he looks like he should be like a look at me guy. The way he kind of plays, he's got the tattoos and stuff like that, but he's kind of quiet and just kind of smiles. And
no, he's just got the quarterback armbands though.
Yeah.
Did he just wear those 2 armbands against Syracuse? I can't remember.
I don't know.
I was like, got ourselves a quarterback. He's just wearing 2 wristbands. That's all my quarterback wears.
But he seems legit so far. And again, it's only 2 games in one of those against an FCS opponent, but so far I like the way he has ran the offense, and I think Vol Nation has accepted like, hey, we might have something here. Now I don't know. Somebody was like, are we really good? And I don't know the answer to that. But I don't think we're gonna be bad.
Right. And I think to make you feel better about not knowing the answer is look across the landscape of college football and tell me what teams you know are good right now. That list is short. Tell me the teams you don't know about. That list is a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And then tell me the teams you know that are bad. That list is a lot longer. So I think where we're at right now is okay. Like there's still time to obviously figure it out what this team is. It's a long season, but they come out of the gates and looks like a lot of the offseason drama has not affected this team.
Yeah. And a lot of the question marks have kind of been answered a little bit.
They've to an extent for sure.
Yeah, like I think the receivers, the quarterback in terms of like him throwing it up for grabs and he has an interception problem and this and that. I mean, so far he's thrown 1 ball that technically is probably covered up, and that was a touchdown to Mike Matthews. So can you really say that?
Yeah, and this week's going to be a chance to tell that story a little more. A tougher defense for sure. A tougher team in general, but he's not a turnover machine by any means. He's obviously a good decision maker. Time will tell if he can get better. And I think too, so many questions coming to this season. You're like, your floor's 8-4, ceiling's 9-3. I think that ceiling, I don't know if that floor's gotten higher. I think the ceiling's gotten at least a game higher.
Yeah.
Especially looking at your opponents and what's transpired.
Yep. And one kind of negative thing I'll just say, like Tennessee needs to clean up is the fumble on your side of the field, like that.
And that too is just that's a mistake Joey made. Jump on that football.
Yeah.
I hope against a better opponent, you're not even trying to make a play there. Just fall on that football. You're gonna lose, sure. You're gonna lose some yards. take that loss over a turnover inside your own 5.
Yeah. Because that can make or break a game in the
Yes. I mean, not if you're Hendon Hooker, but yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Alabama fans will conveniently forget that Tennessee handed them 6, but that's besides the point. Penalties still need to be cleaned up. We had 6 for 45 yards. What did we average last year? 8, I think. Hey, we're getting better because I think it was 7 last week, 6 this week. Game by game, just keep chopping those numbers down.
We're killing it.
And it was for only 45 yards, so I don't remember what every penalty was. I know we had a block in the back on a punt. That had to be a bulk of it because he returned that one. No, he didn't return that one very far. Never mind.
Yeah,
that one he got 8 up on.
Was there 2 on a punt return?
I don't remember. I only remember that one block in the back off the top of my head.
Okay.
Oh, there was a hold on Ethan Davis that was iffy on the first drive.
Called back a touchdown, right?
It did call back a touchdown.
Yeah.
Wait. Yes, it called back a Braylon Staley touchdown. On a screen pass.
Yep. Yeah, because he made an excellent play, kind of made that DB come in on him, and then used the outside receiver, I think it was Brazel, and used him as kind of a shield to shield off that guy as well, and walked in.
Yeah, I thought they threw the penalty flag because the guy started to pull away, but I don't think his arms ever got outside of his frame, and I don't think the arms ever were up on the shoulder pad.
Oh, it wasn't Bradley. It was Ethan Davis.
It was Ethan Davis.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if there's another one when you said that. And I didn't love the holding call. I could see how it was perceived as one. Also, I need to go back and look at it closer. Maybe he did go more outside his frame than I thought. I didn't think he did.
Yeah, I thought it probably could have went either way. The fact that the guy
ended in
fell
a pancake.
down.
It ended in a pancake.
That's when it's going to happen. Yeah.
Also, I was more upset in the moment because I thought I didn't realize they threw the flag immediately as Staley was going past him. I thought it was later, and that got me. But they threw it earlier than I thought. So
yeah.
But yeah, okay. So outside of those 2, I cannot remember. The block in the back was so dumb. I saw it coming. I was saying, do not do it. Do not do it. I mean, he was looking at the guy's nameplate. And I was, don't do it. Don't do it. You did it.
Did it.
You can just, I mean, somehow you can see it in their eyes even from 60 yards behind them. I guess like they're leaning in and you can just see them preparing for it.
Yeah. I don't really know this feeling, but I'm sure it's a feeling where, you're not really in the game at all. And then that's your one chance to like hit somebody and show up on film.
You're going to be on film, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't want to be on film like that, but man, I'm sure it is pretty hard to like, man, I haven't touched anybody. Like I have to do something.
I've seen it a lot more lately, and I don't know why people don't. It's not their first thought. When you see their nameplate and you know where your returner's going, set a pick.
Yeah.
Make them run into you. That's not a penalty.
Yeah.
Now, some dumb ref might throw it every once in a while, but 9 times out of 10, they're going to get that play call right.
Sure. Is this Tennessee's best chance to beat Georgia since 2016?
Probably so. I mean, 2022 is obviously a really good shot.
I think with it being at home,
yeah. I wish I knew more about both teams to say it was a better chance than 2022. It's tough to for sure say it's the best chance since 2022, and 2022 is the best chance since 2016.
Yeah.
So it's right there. I don't think I know enough about either team to say for sure this is the best chance since 2022.
Mm-hmm.
We're also not ranked ahead of them in the college football playoff ranking, and we didn't have the media just hand Kirby Smart bulletin board material, so that helps. He's got to make up his own.
They kind of did though.
Sort of, but not. We aren't the direct effectors. At that time, it was look at Tennessee. They jumped you.
Yeah.
But Kirby, if you need something, you're still going 8-4. So put that on the bulletin board.
And in the FPI, didn't like 51% Tennessee's way right now?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So this was the only game we weren't favored in the FPI, and now we are.
I guess so.
Jeez. So we're on the FPI if it's the same as last week, because I think last week this is the only game we weren't. So now we are expected, per the all-knowing FPI computer, we're expected to go 12-0 now. The FPI might be a bigger Tennessee fan than I am.
Yeah, they definitely got the orange goggles for sure. I guess they've been right so far.
I mean, they 2 for 2, baby.
Yeah. Let's go 3. Let's keep this streak going.
Is that real?
Like
Does it really have us at 51%?
It did earlier.
51.5% chance to win. Oh my gosh, Landon, that's insane.
Yeah.
We moved down in the FPI. What is going on?
I don't know.
So maybe some other game shit. What other game would have changed though? Maybe Alabama's favored again in the FPI, but there's no way Florida's favored still. Yeah, Alabama has a 63% chance. Maybe Alabama was the only one that the FPI didn't have us beating.
Okay.
And it was at like 49-51 last week or something.
Gotcha.
Let's look at Florida. Oklahoma's probably favored now. Tennessee has a 64% chance now to win in the Swamp. Somebody call Cool Springs.
They got to win in the Swamp this year. Hypo has to do it.
But they're gonna fire Billy, and it's gonna be an interim play caller, especially for DJ Lagway's abilities, and it's just gonna be a mess.
You have to win in the Swamp.
I mean, yeah, if you get spit on, you have to win, but beyond that, it's out of their control. What do you think he said to warrant getting spit? Like, what do you have to say in that moment for an opponent to be so stupid to spit on you?
I don't know.
And the best part is
I've been
UCF.
told at a young age, like, if anybody spits on you, you try to kill them.
Yeah, but that player was smart. I'd rather win a football game than kill someone for spitting on me.
Sure.
Personally. Because I saw someone say, I'm fighting him on site. I was like, I'm winning that football game. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You go watch the locker room.
I've never thought of, like, spitting on someone. That would never be the first thing that I would do.
It's crazy behavior.
Yeah.
Especially in a moment like that where you are very close to escaping there with a win. That dude must hate Billy Napier as his coach.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I mean, isn't it like you said, someone spits on your fight, and that's the ultimate insult, is to be spit on.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're in an environment where you're about to win. Good on that offensive lineman. He's got my game ball. He's got a trip to the showers first, but he's got my game ball.
I love seeing the Blues. It does kind of stink, though, right now, because you know let's say Tennessee does win in the Swamp, it's going to be we wanted this to happen.
I don't care. They beat so many just piss poor Tennessee football teams in Neyland. Beat a piss poor
whatever,
and we've lost to a lot of piss poor Florida teams in the Swamp. Go beat by 1 point, half a point, a forfeit. I don't care how it happens. Go beat a Florida team in the Swamp.
Okay, love it.
Any shape, I don't care. Have them all quit the week before, and they can't field a team. It's a win in the Swamp, and we'll talk about that for decades.
Or credit card fraud.
Sure.
Yeah.
Anything.
Throwing a shoe.
They have lost in some wild ways. Golly.
I mean, they beat us in 2023, and one guy was like ready to throw hands at the end of the game.
Yeah.
But you just won.
Who was it involved? Was that Kamal that got involved in that?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Guys, go check out our good friends at VIP Play. Hope you won some bets this weekend. If you didn't, let's help you out a little bit. Go to VIP Play today, sign up, Use promo code MORETN. Bet $5, get $100 in bonus bets. It's just that easy. Bet $5, get $100 in bonus bets. Get that account up a little bit, and then win you some real money. Do that today. Gambling problem. Call 1-800-889-9789. Must be 21 and over and located in Tennessee to bet. Get treated like a VIP at VIP Play.
I'm working on I think I only ended up losing one bet this week because shout out to one of my favorite coaches in the SEC. Big khaki Bob Stoops. Mark Stoops. Sorry. Keep wanting to call him Bob. Mark Stoops for the backdoor over. I mean, phenomenal work. And listen, I hate to root against you all. I hate it. But you knew I was trying to figure out who my over team was. And it was the daggum Cats the whole time.
Dude, that is insane.
It was the right decision. Mathematically, it was the right decision. He had to do it.
But Lane Kiffin gave him it. He called a timeout.
Yeah, they were going to do it on the next play.
He let him kick a field goal.
He was going to do it on the next play.
Just so.
No, I lost 2 this week because of freaking SMU.
That was the only one I lost was Ole Miss, and I should have won it. But they gave up a 50-yard pass and prevent defense. How stupid is that? We've done it before. Tennessee's done
quarterback, it before. What's his name? I can't remember. That backup for not good.
No.
Watching him escape the pocket and run made me want to throw something through a TV. I don't know how Kentucky fans do it any Saturday. Not that he plays, but it's a good encapsulation of what Kentucky football is. But then he hits that pass landing and brought me right back in. And I just knew in my heart of hearts Mark Stoops was not going to make the right mathematical decision because you're right. They lined up. No, you spike that football, you kick the field goal and give yourself a chance to recover an onside kick. You got to kick an onside kick no matter what. So mathematically, it was the correct decision.
Lane Kiffin just gave it to him. What a piece of shit.
I mean, they were going to probably just throw something quick and see if it scored and then kick the field goal the next play, if that makes you feel better.
I just want to hate Lane Kiffin, I guess. So.
That's fine with me, yeah.
I did Venmo request Trey. He denied it, but I'm going to Venmo request him again tomorrow.
Did you actually bet that much money on the game?
No, hell no. Okay. But I would have won that much money.
Oh, you had it in a parlay?
Yeah, parlay.
I had a parlay today. I had to cash out early because I just couldn't root for an under. The last leg was an under, and I just couldn't do it.
Did it hit?
They haven't played. Or
it's tonight.
It's Chicago and Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
That's a good question, Landon. Does it hit? I don't know. Probably since I cashed out.
Maybe don't even look at it.
No, I was okay with my cash out. I think it will hit. I didn't want to root for the under. Oh, they're the Monday night game. I don't know why I thought they were tonight. That's even better. I didn't have to sit on that Monday night game. I'm cool. I'm really glad I cashed out. Beyond that, game day coming to Rocky Top.
Who's the guest picker?
I don't know who the guest picker is, but Pat McAfee. Golly. If I just want a chance to kick a field goal barefoot in front of you, all the money will go to charity that I win. You can choose the number. I don't know what I would do if I lose. Landon has to hold it.
Yep.
No guest holders.
No Kirk
Street bull crap.
No.
I don't want a Buckeye holding my kicks.
Yeah.
I'll do it barefoot. Let's call it 40 yards. 40-yard field goal barefoot. I don't know what they kick on College Game Day. 30?
Is it? I think it is. Yeah, it probably is a 30.
30? You choose the – listen, I don't know. You choose the amount. I don't care. It's all going to charity. Charity, my choice. And we'll figure out something for me, the loser.
There you go. We'll get it done.
It's gonna suck if Ben craps. We won't be able to celebrate because I'll be barefoot.
If what?
If Ben just craps right in front of the kick like he did 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that'd be tough. Right in between the toes.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of worth it though. Kind of sick story.
It'd be awesome.
It'd suck in the moment, but
It'd be great for the charity of my choosing.
yeah.
I don't want any money though. First off,
All
I
right.
can make that 30-yard kick barefoot, no problem. I'd been what, $100,000? No problem. I want it all to go to charity. And I'll do it barefoot. This dude showed up in cleats. F that. I'll do it barefoot. He looked like a toe baller, but I'll give him credit. It was a good kick.
That was a good kick.
I was for sure he was going to toe it. Nope. So guess bigger.
Man. I don't think it's going to be Peyton.
No, I doubt it. They had him 2 years ago.
Yeah. Everybody's thinking Morgan Wallen, but he is on tour in Canada.
They'll fly him in.
Well, he's a
Canada might be
show
more interesting.
the night before and the day of. So.
Yeah, they'll fly him in. They do it all the time. They flew in the Chainsmokers one time.
Oh, really? Okay.
The whole
Maybe it
the
could
whole
be him.
the whole chain.
The whole chain.
Trying to think who else possibly. Bianca Blair, though, I feel like it'll be another like obscure one. Not that she did great. It was fine. Like I'm not. It
Could it
just
be
I didn't
Kane?
expect it. I doubt it, just because I think they'll want to avoid the political like politics look of it.
Garrett Crochet would be a cool one.
That would be a cool one. I don't know if they'd do that because I'm not
I don't
sure if
know
they know
how-
Garrett Crochet played at Tennessee.
Yeah, maybe not. I mean, the way Drew Gilbert is, like how electric he
Bring
is,
him
he
in.
would be phenomenal. Man, I don't know.
I'm trying to think of someone real obscure.
Timothy
they should bring on.
Chalamet, and he at Tennessee when he's seen wearing Tennessee stuff.
Was he?
Yeah, he has like the overalls.
It was Bryce Harper.
Nah. Mookie Betts.
They had him sit in for a Tennessee Vanderbilt game. They did like an entire interview with him in the middle of a game. ESPN did.
They know him.
Yeah, they know him. Bryce Harper's got the picture of him wearing a hat, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
What's that brand? That upside down one? I guess we don't have to mention it, but that one.
Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino.
Ooh.
I don't even know if he's a Tennessee fan, but he's from Knoxville. So
I think Tyler Perry is also he is ties to Tennessee.
does he? Kevin
I think I
Hart.
read that.
Kevin Hart's actually just going to stay the week.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
did he show up to an ETSU game?
His son is a track and field recruit.
Oh, how old is he? The son he had with him in that picture was 7.
I think he has a couple.
Okay, that makes more sense because I thought, which I said last night, I said if I was even someone like Morgan Wallen, I would tell my manager, especially Morgan Wallen, the status he's at, the status Kevin Hart's at. Don't ever book me on a Saturday show in the fall, ever. You can book me Fridays, you can book me Sundays, but on Saturdays, I'm going to whatever college football game I want to go to. You call them and tell them to get me passes in a suite. I'll be there.
And apparently the keys to the workout facility.
Yeah, that too.
Sunday
I mean,
morning.
when you're that status, you can probably do that. Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
And I would do that. I would abuse the hell out of that power. You'd see me at some obscure ones. I would be at Iowa Western.
Mm.
Just because, like, why not? I can.
If it's Jelly Roll, I'm gonna be pissed.
He's not a Tennessee fan, is he? He showed up to that one game. Then when he had,
He said he was a Tennessee fan, but he also like wears Vanderbilt stuff sometimes because
Okay.
he lives in Nashville. But he
that's
is
not
from
an excuse.
Tennessee. Yeah.
I guess it's an excuse, but it's a piss poor excuse.
Candace Parker.
That'd be a good one. I'm shocked she hasn't made an appearance in all the game day stuff and maybe she just hasn't been able to. Maybe
Yeah.
they have asked.
Trying to think of another like professional athlete. Could Dalton Connect come in?
I almost said maybe Grant Williams comes back for another week.
Oh, power couple.
Grant and Dalton?
Kiki Malloy.
Are they together?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Was that announced yesterday or something? Has that been a thing?
No. I just I
Okay.
saw it on TikTok one day, and I think on Instagram.
Okay.
But yes, they are.
Is it FBO?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. I was not aware of this.
It would have been cool if like they did a engagement right then. I think you do it on a bigger game though.
Sure.
I don't know.
Can I? It's probably going to be an unpopular opinion. It's really cool that we show off our former athletes like that. Those two are a little bit different because it actually got the crowd like loud. We have to stop doing so many of those in big games. Yeah. It just sucks the wind out sometimes.
Well, Grant's here all the time, and he always gets that. I'm like,
that.
I mean,
you get that. I mean, like when you're Grant Williams, you get that. Yeah,
could be Zakai.
Doubt it, but that'd be cool.
Or does Rick Barnes just do it?
See, I get. Have they ever done a current coach of that school? Because Rick Barnes or Tony Vitello would be an excellent choice.
Well, Tony Vitello he wasn't the guest picker, but he was on.
That's what I mean, though. Is guest picker.
I guess it could be Tony.
I don't know if they've ever done a current coach, and I could kind of understand that.
Yeah.
Because you can't, as a college coach, I know it's another sport, but you don't want to talk about why you're picking against a certain team and players.
Having Juwan Jennings would be so sick.
He's injured right now, isn't he? He played today?
He did play today, yeah.
Okay. He's been injured, right? He didn't play in the preseason? And I know his contract stuff too.
Yeah. I know that'd be tough with him playing the next day, but that would be...
Just use Kirk's private jet.
That'd be so cool.
Dude, what is the point of flex games if they flex it too early to know they're going to the way shittier matchup?
Why Pitt and West Virginia? Also, shout out Ohio.
No, it's the 7:30 ABC games, Florida and LSU.
Oh, really?
Is it not? Am I losing my mind? It was so we were flexed with them.
Oh, I'm talking about like College Game Day was going to go to West Virginia, Pitt this week, but West Virginia lost, so they changed it to Tennessee, Georgia.
Oh, they had already announced it?
Kirk said it on the game last night.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, that's dumb.
Yeah. And they lost to, I think, Ohio. West Virginia did, so.
Wait, no, they had us flexed with LSU and Florida. And then I didn't realize they pick them like 3 weeks in advance, but they do.
Mm.
And listen, guys, I'm saying this partially because I guess like I put it out there at the beginning of the year, but LSU still doesn't look that great. Don't be surprised if, like many things in Brian Kelly's life, that they come crashing down to the earth.
Yeah.
This time, a kid's life isn't on the line, so that's good. But LSU could win that game big. I also could see it being a very ugly game like the Clemson one.
Oh,
I hate to say this.
Wins this week.
I hate to say this. Dabo Swinney was absolutely right about his grade of both teams. He nailed it.
Yeah.
And that wasn't a touchdown. And forgive me for not trusting Brian Kelly's judgment. But he's wrong about that. That was not a touchdown.
Nussmeier threw 41 times against Louisiana Tech.
And they won 23-7.
That's insane.
I mean, yeah.
It doesn't even make any sense.
They're good. They're not great. What, that makes sense?
I mean, how did they only
Score 23 points?
Yeah, Louisiana Tech had 154 total yards.
They're not a good football. They're not a great football team. They're a good football team. I don't think DJ Lagway will do much in the way of scoring based on previous weeks. So if Florida somehow wins that game, oh, buddy, that LSU offense
taking the under?
really struggled.
Under game?
If it's 50, I would take the under.
Okay.
Anything less than that, let's talk about it.
The Grambling coach was right. Band had all the highlights, and they lost 70-0.
Oh, man.
I will say this: we don't know like who's good. I think Ohio State is still good.
I think Ohio State's still good. The only thing that makes me mad is we look at Texas in that game and go, oh man, Texas sucks. Well, let's not forget Ohio State also participated in a game that ended 14-7.
Yeah.
I do think they're good. Yeah, I mean, there's not much you're going to be able to take away from a game versus Grambling, similar to Tennessee's versus ETSU. You can only take away so much.
Yep. I think Oregon's good.
I think Oregon is one team is very good, yes.
69-3 over a Power 4 opponent is nuts.
They're Northwestern sucks, and they're only like 23, 24-point favorites.
Yeah,
on it.
Yeah.
On it. Before it gets to 40.
We talked about the Oklahoma State. You were like, are they really that bad? And I was like,
yeah,
I think they are. And they were even worse than we thought.
Right. I had no idea they were that bad. I don't know how. I can't comprehend how they're that bad. But it's obvious they are.
Yeah.
And I thought it was going to be Oregon State because that makes sense. They're out of a conference. They're just in this land of obscurity. Washington State sucks. It would make sense if Oregon State was that bad. But no, it's Oklahoma State, who very much still exists in a conference, and they just suck.
Yeah.
And they've never been great, but they've always been competitive. This year, whatever the opposite of competitive is Oklahoma State.
They like paying that coach, though.
I mean, that's why they can't pay any players.
Yep.
They got to pay him.
Clemson didn't look good.
Clemson got very, very lucky that Troy kind of crapped the bed in the end.
Yeah. Illinois, are they good?
Illinois is still very much on the I don't know yet, but I think so. I mean, I had them covering. I thought they would easily cover that spread against Duke 2.5. I think I got it at.
Yeah.
I thought that was a easy bet.
Yeah, I took that too. Arizona State, I don't think they're good.
I hope not. I hope not.
I mean,
don't think so either.
I thought that I mean, Mississippi State, if they don't score that late touchdown, just an all-time blown game because they're up 17-0 in that game.
And in that 17-0 run, Arizona State looked awful.
Yeah.
It's not that the ball wasn't bouncing their way. It's not that they just weren't quite, obviously they didn't execute plays, but it's not that we saw good play calls and they just weren't being executed. They just looked bad.
Yeah. Hopefully that's their big win at home is also those cowbells. Those cowbells are going to give me.
It's going to be tough, man.
Yeah. I might look like a little kid at Neyland Stadium. I might wear just freaking earmuffs.
You should do that. We forgot the earmuffs yesterday, and thankfully it wasn't too loud. But
yeah,
you should. I actually, that's a great idea. I probably would do that.
Yeah,
I would at least take headphones in and listen to Mike on the call.
Mike Keith, yeah.
Which I tweeted this. Mike, the Vol Network this year, in their 2 broadcasts have been phenomenal, and that's tough to do. It's an entirely new team. and they've just been excellent. Ramon Foster has been one of my favorite, companions, color commentators at Tennessee. In fact, I think the only person I would put above him is a guy who works as a substitute, and Steve Hamer. And I hope he's on the call more this year in basketball.
Yeah,
those two have been the best. And Mike's been phenomenal, and the team around him. I don't remember everyone's names, but I'm sorry, but credit to all of them. It's just been great.
Brent Hubbs is with him, right?
Brent Hubbs, and he's a carryover. He worked with them previous years. I can't remember how long he's been with the Vol Network. Brent Hubbs is great at his job.
Yeah.
How about Penn State not covering? I think it was 40 something on that spread, 34-0 versus Florida International, and they struggled in the first half.
Dude, they're not good.
We know that.
Yeah, I mean Drew Aller. I keep hearing about freaking Drew Aller. If I hear about Drew Aller another season, I'm gonna lose my mind. He cannot have any more eligibility left. That guy sucks. He's the most overhyped player of all time.
Number 2 in the AP poll, baby.
Horrible. 19 of 33 for 200 yards against Florida International. Give me a break.
How we can watch LSU and Penn State and go, yeah, they're above Oregon and Georgia.
Yeah.
It is crazy.
How did Georgia move down 2 spots to those 2 teams?
I don't know, man. And then they moved Clemson down 4 spots. That game against LSU was ugly. And it wasn't ugly because LSU's good. It was an ugly, ugly football game. Maybe I'll eat my words after this week versus Florida, but it's not like Florida's a great football team.
Yeah. Is Miami good?
Miami is kind of like Illinois in terms of like, well, yes, but we also don't quite know yet. They're going to end the season and be a good football team. Are they any above that? I don't know.
Yeah.
Brett Bielema, though. Sorry to go back to Illinois. Texas
Michigan
is not great. They could still be good. They're not great, though. I think we can put that stamp on them.
Yeah, they're no longer the favorite to win the national championship anymore. No.
I'm going to make a bold prediction. South Carolina, good, nowhere near great.
Okay.
A lot of people have them. I don't think they make the playoff. And part of that is their schedule. Part of it is the schedule. Don't get me wrong. They will not make the playoff. I don't know how many people have them making the playoff, but I know just a lot of people like them in Lenore Sellers. We saw them. People look at that score against Virginia Tech and get thrown off by it. They do not win that football game if they don't return that punt for a touchdown, which is something they had to do. Like, they did it. Don't get me wrong. And Virginia Tech got just taken to the freaking woodshed at home by Vanderbilt. That was I had to turn off that hate watch. So I went and hate watched Nico for a few plays and then went to bed.
Yeah. I was looking at Mississippi State. They're probably going to be 4-0 when we go there.
Yeah, more than likely.
Because they have Alcorn State and Northern Illinois.
And we thought they'd be 2-2 at best.
Yeah.
Yep. Oklahoma is a very competitive, they're a very competitive team. Where they fall good to great to bad scale, I don't know. They're good, I guess, is their floor. So no bad's not in there, I don't think.
Yeah, like John Mateer is like okay.
He's a very competent quarterback. And he's very athletic.
Yes. He's more of a good football player than a good quarterback.
Yes, I agree with that take. Yep. Yeah. I don't think he's a Heisman finalist. Iowa State, grittiest football team of all time. Obviously, we can't say that yet. Could they be in the running for grittiest football team of all time? Let's say it that way.
They could, yeah.
I like it.
Also, dude, that was just the play, man. The under.
I always get you're right. Anytime you see Iowa in there, you just take the under. I just feel like I always get
Just-
screwed by that. So I just took Iowa State to cover.
Okay. Did they cover?
2.5.
Okay.
Barely.
Wow.
They did it. Maybe it was 1.5. It was low. It was essentially a money line pick.
Gotcha. SMU loses to Baylor. We
Absolutely sickening. Double overtime.
yeah. I took Baylor to win. So that was mostly credit to William Pattison for that assist, saying that he thinks SMU is the most overrated team. So I just went with that. Texas A&M is going to go 8-4 again.
Texas 8-4.
Yep.
You can't have a fight song entirely about another university and expect to ever be good at anything.
Sure.
Do you know they bury their former mascots? Their blank on the names. What do they call it? Reveille?
Okay.
Revel? Is it Revel or Reveille? I can't
Reveille.
remember. Reveille. They bury them outside the stadium, and then there's a scoreboard right outside above the next to the grave, so they can watch the game. Is I think how the tradition goes, and everyone will comment on the picture when it goes around, goes reviral or whatever, and comment and be like, "Why would you ever subject them to that?"
Yeah, now
they're in puppy dog hell. Just having to watch
Yeah.
Texas A&M go 8-4 year after year. We talked a little bit about Ole Miss, Kentucky. Anything you want to add to Ole Miss, Kentucky? I feel like you could have a take in there.
Kentucky's going to be the worst team in the SEC
by far. There's no one close.
Yeah.
And Ole Miss struggled. But they normally struggle. I guess not normally. They lost to Kentucky last year.
Yeah. I did have some basically like a reservation on the Tennessee team because Syracuse almost lost to UConn. And I thought Syracuse was like decent. I was like, yeah, they're not the worst team I've ever seen.
I mean,
but their offensive line must be abysmal.
I probably, which isn't good for us, which we got pressure, I guess. So they did give up on running the football and threw the ball 53 times.
Yeah.
So.
Because they had 7 tackles for loss, 3 sacks.
That's tough.
How many? Angeli just had 1 pick, but he threw for 417 yards, but they only scored 27 points.
How about them running after the game and Fran Brown running with them?
It's kind of sick.
You just can't do it after a win. It's so insulting. It's so insulting. After a loss, have at it, kid. But
you got to kill them after a loss.
Like kill them running.
However, if you
run
after a win, what do you do after a loss?
Yeah. You can run them on Sunday, Monday after a win. It's a tough look for the opposing team to run them after a loss or after a win. You can run them out right after the game in the stadium. Now, if you run them after a loss, I've had a team when I was coaching have their players do up downs.
Mm-hmm.
They just thought they were way better than us, and they probably were more talented than us. I kind of reveled in it. You just enjoy it. Not only did you think you're better than us, but now you have to suffer the consequences of thinking you're better than us. Did you see Minnesota? They ended their game early.
No, I did not.
They won 66-0, maybe, and then it went into weather delay, and I think everyone was like, all right.
I'm good.
Fair catch. I guess the weather was just bad all over the country yesterday.
I guess so. That's Army. You have to like look at these teams. Like, did they play everybody because the weather was bad? Like, stuff like that kind of matters some too.
Army beat Kansas State.
Yeah, Kansas State paid them $1.5 million to lose. And this is the same Army team that last week got beat by Tarleton State.
It could be a rough football season to be Ross Kivett.
And Kansas State, besides, there's Oklahoma State is the worst Power 4 team, and then right above them is going to be Kansas State.
Maybe then there's 2 purple teams if that's the case because it's Northwestern.
Okay, well Kentucky's somewhere in there too, probably.
Kivett's going to be a full-blown UT fan at the end of this year between Michigan and Kansas State.
He told me that they have like 20 recruits coming in next week.
Yeah.
So we better get a lot of commits coming.
Can you not be on your phone watching Michigan play during that?
Yeah, watching a bad Michigan team. I mean, their defense is pretty good, but their offense is horrible.
Yeah. It's tough. For their like sanity's sake, because we've been in that boat, I hope quarterback Bryce
Underwood
works out because right now,
yeah,
tough true freshman year. Mm-hmm. But listen, as someone we don't play, I hope it all works out because I've been in that boat.
Yeah.
Ooh, I did not realize UC Davis had to go play Washington this week.
Not good.
70-10.
Got 10.
Got 10. Hey, that's what? Let me do my math.
60?
No, it's quit yelling numbers while I do this. That's 15 points South Will scored in the FBS this week. Shout out to you and Johnson. For 5 of those, and Paul Shelton for the other 10.
There you go. All right. Guys, go check out our good friends at Hovey Dry Goods. Check out the hat. Love it. If you love it, go check them out. Use promo code MORE for 15% off that first purchase. Again, 15% off. Get you a little hat like this, or that promo code will get you 15% off a hat like this. They got tons of great stuff over there. They made our More hats. It's just the best hat around, so you need to go check them out as soon as you can. Get that game day hat for that game day fit at Hovey Dry Goods.
Were you still in the stadium for Ewan's field goal? Dong punch?
Yeah.
Did you cheer? Did your dad cheer?
Yeah, we clapped.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm sure people around was like, the hell?
Maybe, but I wasn't confused by anyone that there were a few people around me that cheered for some obscure ETSU plays, and I just assumed knew the kid. Something like that.
I should have just turned around and be like, I just hope everybody has a great time, okay?
No, you should have ripped off your Tennessee shirt and had an ETSU 100. Like, we're back in it.
I got the over. We need more points.
People were talking about betting. I couldn't find this game to bet on. Was it available anywhere?
VIP play?
It's not.
It was. You could bet like, yeah, it was weird. You had to go like, you had to click on, I think, I don't remember.
I couldn't find it.
But there was like a list of stuff you could do. You could either pick 48.5 either way.
Okay.
I mean, should have picked it, but
I did not know it was available. Okay.
I saw it like last minute, but all right. Anything else?
Questions? I know we talked about one.
Yeah, I think we
David
talked
Sanders.
about is he real? And then we talked about the best chance to beat Georgia. So I think that's everything. Big Bird said Vols going to win Saturday. God, wouldn't it be amazing if they did?
Check. Big Bird, come back Thursday and let's talk.
Or Friday.
Potentially Friday.
Yeah. Come
back either of those days and let's talk. Me and Landon both will have had time to sit down with Brooks Austin, do a little film study on Georgia. And we're Tennessee fans, so by nature, you're probably going to like the answer Thursday or Friday.
Sure. Yep. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much for listening. Go check out Rowback. 20% off your first purchase using promo code More Important Issues. Tennessee's 2-0. That's all that matters. Big week for Tennessee as they take on the Georgia Bulldogs. They number 6 now? Number 6 Georgia Bulldogs? Something like that.
Please hold.
Number
6.
Number 6. So top 15 matchup in Knoxville. Going to be a great weekend. Hopefully the weather is a lot better this week. Big
Supposed to be beautiful.
Let's do it. All right. Love it. We're bringing the boat in, and we out.